Hi everybody, my name is David Kilmurry. I'm also known as the Food Doctor, and welcome to the Kilmurry Life Centre. This is where the magic happens. Many of you might have heard of me thanks to one of our patients that may have ended up in the newspapers. We regularly have clients that have a very good result with ARFID, Neophobia, or also known as selective eating disorder. Now, if I was to explain a little bit about this same issue, which has three names. ARFID, which means or stands for Avoidant Restrictive Food Intake Disorder. Selective eating disorder, or SED, as it's abbreviated to also, or neophobia, which is translated in Latin as fear of the new. Now, all of them are the same thing. Basically, we learn it about 18 months of age. We learn to say no to food, and we show no interest in food, and we stick with a set, structured fuel intake, which sometimes can be extremely dangerous for us and give us malnutrition, low energy, and is a problem we've got in the Western world, which I am very proud and happy to say that I can help to cure. So we're going to start from the beginning. Now, this is a parent's guide, and also used in conjunction with the MP4 recording, which I've done. It's my best work that I've done in the recording studios to help you to go into the relaxed state, the rest and digest state, the yes state to food. So, in a nutshell, the World Health Organization, who are the governing body for eating disorders, have dictated exactly what denotes and what dictates this SED, neophobia, or ARFID disorder, and that is up to 15 foods, brand specific, with no foods being able to touch, no cross-contamination. Now, that is almost like a pretty much diagnosis of your child or yourself if that is the case. So for a full cure for that, that would mean to be over 50 foods, foods being able to touch, and with foods not having to be a particular brand. That would be a technical cure. And obviously at that stage, you can imagine that you get a hell of a lot more confidence moving forward. So the first step is to teach your child how to relax. You'll notice that your children are, or yourself, or that you particularly go into the stress state, the tense state, the fight versus flight state, the state that most people go into if they are scared of spiders or scared or fearful of heights. You'll see that your child is starting to build up, and there's this real energy there, and that is not going to help anybody to eat. Even if we're in the top Michelin star restaurant, the Gordon Ramsay restaurant, the food was put out, it looked amazing, and someone came in with a tiger or a machine gun and started to shoot rounds off, then we would all go into the stress state. None of us would be able to consume. We'd feel really uncomfortable, and that's a state that unfortunately your child has learnt to get into. We call it a neurological pathway in psychology. When two neurons join each other and form and keep forming, and then it becomes almost an automatic habit, an almost automatic response. And unfortunately, that's something that we'd need specialist assistance to help you break. Or you could use the MP4 that we've got attached to this video. So that's the first step, is just to understand that there's a stress state as opposed to the relaxed rest and digest eating state. And most people out there will learn how to consume normally at their formative years. It's the same as going to the bathroom on our own, going to sleep on our own, or going to school on our own, or riding a bicycle. We learn it and it becomes second nature. That isn't quite the case for an ARFID sufferer. An ARFID sufferer needs to learn the basics. Now, I use a skill known as the 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3. My little demonstration for an apple. An apple's a good idea because they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and it is fruit. Most ARFID sufferers avoid fruit and vegetables. So rather than show a child or subject or a patient this, we would look at that, and we're eating with our eyes rather than our taste buds. We're looking at it, we're thinking, I can't eat that. So you don't show them that. You show them that. The 1, 2, 3. We explain that the first taste, we don't know what it is, so we just have to get it done. This is the 10 out of 10 achievement. The first taste, the 1, just get it done. And it's gone. The second taste, there we go. On the second taste is an invitation to use the thumbs up or the thumbs down or the thumbs side. Where are we going with this? We're going to play with it a little bit. I'm going to say it's a thumbs up. On the third taste, we graduate to be able to say what it actually is out of 10. So, third taste. So what are you going to rate an apple out of 10 is what we say to our child or patient. And there's an invitation to think about what the taste actually is. Is it a nice taste? Is it not a nice taste? Is it 3, 4, 5? The truth is it doesn't really matter too much, but it's 10 out of 10 for trying anything new. Now you know and I know that no amount of money or offers of trips to Disney World will entice or will allow an ARFID sufferer to come out the other side of ARFID. It needs to be ownership, empowerment, lots of enthusiasm, and that's and being able to do this in the rest and digest, relaxed state. The 1, 2, 3, that will get the ball rolling. Then we start with the next food, but we do one at a time. We don't do lots and lots, and we don't ever put huge lumps on the plate. We just don't know what that is. We can't compute that when we're an ARFID sufferer. Back into the room. That is the 1, 2, 3. Employing the 1, 2, 3 with the rating, and then asking your child if they would like to try it again in the future, if they feel comfortable to do so. And putting this on an achievement chart is going to be the first way of getting out of this. Now, I always have a little bit of fun with the children, and it's always important to keep it light, keep it as fun as possible, and also keep it practical and logical, using the left hemisphere of the brain, which would normally say is the logical side. Also just a little bit of biology as well, which is quite important. The tongue has 10,000 taste buds. They change every 2 weeks. Look, have a look. 10,000 taste buds. There's quite a lot of them there. Now, if they're changing every single 2 weeks, what are we doing? Our thoughts have not changed on them since we were 18 months old. That's how it works when we're a child. We haven't thought about outside the box. So, next part of the journey is to start using gentle guidance with new foods every now and again on the plate, and also little prompters with the achievement chart. Send them in to me. I'd love to hear how people are getting on as well. I can give you guidance based on your safe foods, which are normally beige to start off with, normally brand specific. Some sort of fast food type fries are normally safe in there, or some sort of ice cream. For full recovery, it starts by breaking the ice and doing this and sticking to the 1, 2, 3, and obviously then we would be looking at the next stage, which is full normality. Now, full normality is all about looking at what everyone else is doing, trying things that other people haven't tried before, like the rambutans. Right, so these are very interesting Madagascan rambutans. It's good to open your mind once you've cracked the ice, once you've broken the ice first time round, and to try and find the excitement and the fun factor in food for your children. Nothing tastes as bad as your imagination has told you and has convinced you previously. Nothing tastes as bad. You're always going to rate something as soon as you've done the 1, 2, 3 with a good score, if you use the preemptive mantra, because it might be a 10 out of 10. It might be a 10 out of 10, Dave, It might be a 10 out of 10, Dave. It might be a 10 out of 10, Dave, by saying that 3 times with a bit of conviction. And then we're going to break open a rambutan, and then we're going to, these really very interesting little characters. It's new, something new. We did the first taste, we don't know what it is then. The second taste, they're quite nice, It's fresh out of the fridge. Third taste, do you know what? I think I'm going to give those a 9.5 out of 10, definitely. So, give me your out of 10s, kids. Send them in, and let's see how we get on. Now, normally, if we are working at this level and the excitement factor's kind of there, we're bubbling a little bit, we can get out of ARFID within 3-4 months with a good, healthy fuel intake family where we're trying lots of different things. We're knitting together ideas with fruits and vegetables, and we're breaking down and minimising that fear. As the confidence goes up, the fear goes down, and the excitement factor's up there. We need to celebrate each small success. Each small taste leads to a big taste as well. So I hope that's given you quite a lot of food for thought. Thank you for purchasing the MP4 for Neophobia. This is going to break down the fear, get you into the rest and digest state, and just let me know how you're getting on. If you're looking for change, you've come to the right place.